Democrats spiral in Virginia as Obama is slammed for campaigning against a black woman. How very progressive there, Obama. A Virginia Democratic gubernatorial candidate Abigail Spanberger was considered a runaway favorite for the state's top office, but recent scandals and a lack of a clear identity for her party are keeping alive chances of for her Republican rival. In the latest sign of peril, Barack Obama has been parachuted in and will speak alongside Spanberger next Saturday as Polish Republican candidate Winsome Earle-Sears gaining ground. It's not hard to imagine that, like when the far left has been pushing further and further left and alienating moderates and even moderate Democrats. But then the Republicans show up and seize defeat from the jaws of victory by going full Puritan again and banning everything that's even remotely fun. Yeah, this election might be a toss-up. The former president's decision to enter the fray has been criticized as hypocritical after he bluntly rebuked black men for not supporting Heels Up Harris during the most recent general election campaign. Yeah, and now he's refusing to support a black woman because she's got an R next to her name on the ballot. Now, I watched Obama sit there and chastise black men saying, y'all don't want to support this woman, but at the same time turn around to go to Virginia, campaign against a real natural black woman. Yeah, not one like Heels Up Harris that alternates between Indian and black when it's convenient for her. Spanberger's campaign hit the skids earlier this month after her party's nominee for Attorney General, Jay Jones, was plunged into scandal over text saying he was wishing death on then Republican Speaker of the Virginia House of Representatives. Yeah, and they refused to disavow it. They were too busy pointing to a bunch of like fucking college Republicans making Nazi jokes. So she denounced Jones' rhetoric, but stopped short of calling for him to drop out of the race, leading to widespread backlash. Of course. Meanwhile, Earle-Sears is gaining ground about campaigning for women's safety as a transformer issue has become a lightning rod in the state after a convicted sex offender identified as a WAM is exposing himself in Northern Virginia locker room. Isn't Virginia where Loudoun County is too, where that transformer in the high school was struggle snuggling that girl multiple times? Yeah, man, that's not an issue you're going to get too far on in Virginia, huh? Thus, the race for Virginia governor has tightened in recent weeks, with one survey from the Virginia Commonwealth University showing Spanberger leading Earle-Sears at 49% to Sears 42% among registered voters, a drop from a 9-point lead in September's Commonwealth poll. In a Saturday interview on Newsmax, Sears noted that if Abigail really believed those polls, she wouldn't be flying in half the Democrat Party to save her. Yeah, I'm surprised the Democrat Party has the money to waste like this after they blew it all on Heels Up Harris's failed bid. Now, you can tell more about a campaign from their panic than from any poll. Obama is just the latest big-name dim drafted to assist the flailing Spanberger after Bill and Hillary pulled in a record-breaking $2.2 million for her at McLean, Virginia fundraiser on October 13th. You don't see Heels Up Harris doing fundraisers for him, though. All right, that's because no one will show up. They just apparently really don't like black women, huh? The event, which is hosted by former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe at his home, drew more than 350 donors, became the largest gubernatorial fundraiser in Virginia history. Obama endorsed Spanberger on October 16th. Is planning on campaigning with her in the Hampton Roads area, Virginia, on November 1st. His attempt to tip the scales sparked controversy online. Yeah, he's once again trying to put a black woman down, it seems. In a video posted to Twitter, user the1776 called out Obama for chastising black men for not supporting Heels Up Harris, but for coming to the Commonwealth to campaign against a natural-born black woman. Twitter user LEKUSA wrote, if Winsome Sears were a Democrat, she'd be on every magazine cover and mainstream media would be extolling her at every opportunity. Well, good thing the mainstream media and magazines are kind of worthless and no one cares about them anymore. It is great to see when your opponent runs a previously legitimate institution into the ground to the point where it's irrelevant. And it's funny seeing people still clinging to that relevance. But since Sears has an R next to her name, they pretend she doesn't exist. If Spanberger loses, it's due to misogyny, she added. And a social media creator, the Black MAGA Preacher, added his own Twitter post that the NAACP just endorsed a liberal white woman over a conservative black woman running for Virginia governor. The NAACP is a joke. It should be dismantled, he concluded. I agree. Been saying that for years. Sears is running both to make history and to continue Governor Glenn Youngkin's legacy in the Commonwealth, while Spanberger is attempting to run as a more moderate and mainstream Democrat without alienating the far left of her party. If anything, they're just going to go further left. Statewide elections next week in Virginia, as well as New Jersey, will be closely watched as political observers will hope to draw conclusions about the future of a post-Orange Man GOP, as well as Democratic Party searching for a new identity. You don't need to search, like literally just go back to where you were 15 years ago. But you're not willing to, are you? Because you're too far, you're too deep down the regressive rabbit hole at this point. Yeah, take back what I said. Keep doing everything you've been doing. It's working fine. It's okay, guys. Just keep doing it. It'll be fine. It'll be okay.